so fucking long. Hey, everybody! Welcome back to Streaming Rainbow. I'm David Robles. I'll be your dungeon master tonight, and this is Dadass Episode 3. If you Googled Dadass and you ended up on this link, I'm glad you're here, but this is probably not what you're looking for. This is an actual play, and we are running through Curse of Strahd. As I said, my name is David Robles. I'll be your dungeon master tonight. As the powerful healer, monstrous Mavic, we have Alara. It's the devious sneak thief Kruntel, Sarah. As our sweet, sweet boy, who's very intelligent, Oddwood. And our trust fund kid, who's bankrolling the whole travel, Patience. Courtney. Courtney as Patience.
Not me. I'm broke.
Yeah. Me either. All right. Last we left off, our brave adventurers were amidst combat at the edge of Port Alucine, where the carnival was in town, and they were besieged by all kinds of monsters. Before actual battle, they had a really interesting conversation, a sort of verbal battle with the main antagonist here.
Antagonist? I thought he was a friend.
I need to
He's so cool though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, is he though? Yeah, he's probably not a bad guy. He's probably a good guy. It's called Curse of Strahd because the curse is that everybody likes him.
He's too nice.
And he's so good.
Yeah, he's cursed. We have to help him get over his curse.
Mm-hmm. It's the curse of Strahd.
Exactly. And you heard a little couple of rumors about some things that were cursing him. I think it's gout, personally. That's my bet. A lot of rich people get gout. And so you were told that there's a old woman somewhere in the Tser Pools that could probably help you find out something closer to the truth. Whether Strahd is in fact the benevolent Lord of Barovia who keeps the monsters at bay, or maybe something a little more sinister.
Well, the monsters weren't fucking at bay.
With all that in doubt, one thing is certain: Patience is developing a crush.
Excuse me?
Just like a little crush. What was that, Sarah? What was it? Or was that Kruntel speaking?
That was Kruntel saying that the monsters haven't been at bay recently.
Yeah. And they certainly weren't, because as Oddwood went to his tent and conferred with Slippy about what to do, and discussed perhaps that Patience is not all that she seemed, and that Slippy suggested that Oddwood should be weary of her. And as Kruntel went to gather his belongings to sleep in the big, comfortable tent, he was accosted by the twins, who he played a trick on earlier. And then all hell broke loose. A tree swallowed them. The bunch of rats and bats and zombies and a couple of vamps showed up. And then everybody else found out that Slippy is in fact a badass. Mm-hmm. They came out and fully stole the show.
Saw nothing. Saw nothing.
They are in fact dope. They were stalking through the night, and as Slippy suffered a near fatal blow, the vampires who seem to be leading the charge decided they'd seen enough, and the one calling the shots disappeared. And that is where we will pick up. So I believe it was, where's my... There we go. That was... The tree's dead. It's Patience's turn.
Wonderful. I assume they're going to start trying to flee. May I look for something on their person that would, a piece of jewelry, an insignia on a breast, like a pocket, just something. I want to try and take something from the closest one to me.
Yeah. Roll a, let me see. Sorry, my screen is taking forever to load. Go ahead and roll an athletics check for me.
Athletics. Okay. That is a 16.
And then roll a perception too. Let's see if you see something better than what's obvious. You have a great passive perception. But since you said you're looking for something to grab,
Yeah.
give you that.
That is a 16 as well.
Yeah. I'll say you grab. He's just got like a linen shirt. Looks kind of nice. And a like kind of what you would maybe describe as like a sports coat, kind of. But it's just like a long coat with like a couple pockets, and I would say you grab like a pocket off. You can rip the pocket off.
Okay.
And you got a 16 on your athletics, so we'll call that your object interaction.
Okay, so I still have action, bonus action, like full economy.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Then I will. I'm just going to. No. I will. Eldritch Blast. Am I too close for that? I think so.
You would have to roll a disadvantage.
Okay. Well, then I'm just going to take.
Right. That's a.
Yeah, it's a range spell.
Range.
Then I will just grab my rapier and I'll try to stab him for a good solid change.
Cool.
That is a rapier +4, a 15 to hit.
That doesn't hit.
Well, that's a shame. And then I will offer a level 1 healing word to Slippy.
Through very labored breath. I don't know how amoebas breathe. Through very slow contractions, you get like a very curt but thankful nod.
Wonderful. That is a... what is this? 8 healing points.
Cool. Mavic, it's your turn.
Okay, so we had 2 vampires. Are we still surrounded by like rats and bats, or are they? I'm with.
They're starting to disperse.
Okay.
And it looks like the malevolence in their eyes is dissipated, and there are some that are still attacking, but the I wouldn't call it a swarm anymore.
Okay. I think Patience, how are you looking? Hit point
Oh,
wise?
I'm
You're good?
well. Yes.
Okay. Who is still looking like they're still attacking then? I'm gonna go after whoever is still attacking.
I'm trying to figure out where you are actually. Okay, there you go. I forgot I put you as like a weird thing because we didn't have it done yet.
We're all weird things on this.
I'm a
planet.
weird monster. It's all good.
Yeah, I forget. Guys, this was filmed 2 weeks ago, and I am recovering from COVID, so my brain is kind of mush. But no, there is a vampire that looks pretty rough next to you, and then one that looks pretty solid. I'll say.
Okay. Let's go with I'm gonna like stab the one that's not looking good with my spear because I'm just like this is that. I don't like this. Okay. So let's see what that is going to be. Does a 16 hit
It does.
on that bad-looking vampire? I'm so sorry.
It does.
I'm very sorry for this. But like, why you come at me, bro? Okay. Why you do this? I mean, I didn't want to hurt you. Okay. I mean, I only did 6 points of damage, but there you go. Ouch. I poke you.
You hit. You have a. What did you hit him with?
I have a spear.
Yeah. You stick a spear in what would normally. His back is turned to you because he's turned towards Patience. He's just kind of menacing Patience in this moment before he leaves. And you actually get him in what would normally be a pretty devastating spot to someone. You think, right? You take you go for the kidney.
Yeah.
And as you retract the spear, expecting to see spouts of blood, there's just nothing. And the vampire turns over its shoulder and smiles at you and gives you a wink.
Ah, cool, dude. Okay, I'm gonna go help. I'm gonna go towards the Slippy friends and see them down. So I'm gonna go that way. So I am gonna leave an area. So if anybody needs to take opportunity attack, fine. But I'm gonna head towards Slippy.
Yeah, he'll take a swipe at you. As you
Okay.
After such a salacious wink.
No, leave me alone,
Yeah,
bro.
he
Yeah,
takes a
I'm getting
swipe
mixed
and
signals
says,
here.
"Where are you going?" Does
You're not my type.
Nope, it doesn't hit. It misses. Okay, I got you.
No, you're not my type. Goodbye.
Your armor class. You guys all have really good armor classes.
You know what? That's because I don't fuck around. Okay.
You don't fuck around and you don't find out. Okay, and that will bring us to the top. Slippy is going to stand up, and they are going to take 2 shots. Ooh, got 20. Ooh, and it hit.
Let's go.
And you see Slippy, very practiced, pull the longbow. And you see that contraction slow even more, right at the bottom. And you think you just hear one flip, but it's 2, and the arrows go straight through the vampire's neck, and then through the orbital bone right beneath the eye. and then the arrows fall to nothing as it turns to mist. Slippy will then use their movement to move back to get in a protective stance around Oddwood. And then the other vampire poofs and disappears.
Shit.
And you're out of combat. There's some a random rat here or there and a bat, and the last living dog is going fucking crazy trying to chase him around. But for the most part, people are checking on the welfare of the few young ones around the carnival and the general state of health and welfare of their fellow carnies.
That dog is
What
a hero.
do we do?
Patience is going to as well just kind of start looking around, looking to make sure that there's no people still being harassed. And then if she sees that all is well, I think she's going to make a beeline straight for Vlad.
Vlad is in his underwear still.
Unfazed.
Yeah, he's in his undergarments and a white long shirt that you could tell his is like ringmaster, like it's the one that he wears with the tailcoat and the like dumb hat. It looks like he sleeps in it, which is weird. He's just trying to manage chaos. He's currently talking to more of the like strong men that help out. He's looking for the twins, trying to pick up like turned over boxes. There's a cart that got turned over.
Okay. Glad to see you well. I need a horse.
Huh? Oh, lady Patience. Yes,
I just need permission. I will go take it myself.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Yeah, okay, bye. Oh my god. What? Where are those fucking idiot boys? And then you're off. Anybody else? What do we got?
Mavic goes up to Slippy and Oddwood. Oddwood, your friend, are you okay? I can heal. Do I have consent to heal? I don't know your name. I believe you are Slippy. But Slippy, you were amazing. Can I heal? Can I help? I heal.
Yes, please. If you would. I am not well.
Oddwood brought a very important point, and I need your consent to touch you.
Please. I mean, please touch me.
Okay. I am going to reach out with a still surrounded because it's not been more than 10 minutes, so I still have a shroud of starlight. So I've got like some starlight shrouding me, but my hand gets a little glittery, a little starlight on it, and I just kind of like I don't think I've ever seen a plasmoid before, so I'm just like I don't know. Okay, and I just reach out and I touch. I like kind of stroke the arm and do a cure wounds at level 2. So, listen, she was a badass.
I saw nothing.
I don't know. Oh, highest I can get. So, 19. 19.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you see like a blue tinged light, right? Something that looks closer to starlight than maybe sunlight or firelight, sort of surround Slippy as they, again, the dry, desiccated plasmoid surface, I was going to say skin, I don't know, seems to rehydrate and reinvigorate. And they look at you and say, thank you very much. Thank you very much for that. That was devastating.
It was no.
Are
it
you
was
okay?
no. I am fine. Has anyone? Oddwood, you are fine?
Oh, yeah, I'm fine. I mostly got things packed up back at the tent.
Hey, this is amazing.
Slippy,
I'm so happy.
Slippy gives you a gentle, slimy hand to the cheek and says, "What a wonderful man. Let's head back there. Where's your other friend?
Rather
You are more than welcome to come to the tent too."
Yes, have we? I was with Patience.
Cruntle, are you
but
there
have we seen
with them?
Cruntle? Yes.
No, Cruntle is very stealthily looting the bodies of the twins.
Yes.
Well, one of the twins was
Eaten by a tree.
fully
Yeah.
swallowed by the brute. Yeah. So
Yeah, I'm not afraid to go on those routes.
All right. Give me
I ain't read no roots.
God damn. Give me a survival, right? Or our athletics. Dealer's choice.
Crental moonlights as a
Survival,
gardener.
Yeah.
Here.
Or would it be in nature?
I mean, can we argue nature?
I can do nature.
So many choices.
Can you survive?
You do nature if you want. I'll let you do
All right.
nature. We'll call it you're chopping through the roots silently to not seem so fucking obscene.
11.
Coming for you bastard.
At this point, Ragnar.
Oh yeah.
What you doing down there, little guy?
You know that fucker that was eaten by this tree?
There was somebody eaten by this fucking
He was
tree.
eaten by the tree. And I wanted stuff because he was an asshole to me.
You see him kind of like look over his shoulder a little bit, and Lily is being very, Allie is being the priest of Palor that she knows to be, and being very gracious with their healing and helping. And says, I don't know if that's like something you should do right now. I get it. From one warrior to the other, I get it. But like, she might fucking freak out on you.
Well, could you run interference for me?
I got a better idea. All right, everybody. Looks like this tree needs to get out of the way. And he rolls a pretty good roll, slams his axe into it, uses that as a handle, and takes this stump of a tree that is probably about 500, let's call it 660 pounds because it has another body in its roots, and just kind of tosses it into the forest, the like 20 feet it was there. There you go, out of the way. Hey, look, I don't know much about much around here.
I can't hear
But
you.
Allie and Atticus were talking earlier, and they were saying your friend, she's one of them.
One of them? One of who?
One of them. One of the ones that attacked us. The vampires.
Ooh. He attacked us?
And I don't know if you saw, I don't know if you saw, but she ran out of here real quick. Real quick, like.
At this point, can I come raging back in on my horse?
So, I've taken a liking to you. You're cut of the same cloth.
Yeah.
So I don't want to tell you what to do, but maybe just keep an eye out for that one, all right?
Oh, my little eyes are always open.
And like I said, the invitation's still open. You want to follow us in the morning? Allie won't turn you away no matter what Atticus says.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. All right, man. And he gives you a fist bump as he saunters off because Allie's calling him to help get people onto stretchers and into triage. She's like fully taken over as like the mom of the group at the bachelorette party, getting people into Ubers and back to their hotel rooms and away from creepy men. But she's doing that in the like fantasy healing version. Okay, yeah. What do you do from there?
Yeah. As Slippy and I walk back to the tent, I'm gonna turn to them. That was really incredible out there.
Yes. We should talk.
They seemed to go away once they thought you were dead.
I truly don't know what that's about.
Can I do an
honestly,
insight check?
no more. Yeah. Go ahead.
Mavic is standing awkwardly behind them because they said I could come along.
It's a 13.
I'll give you advantage because you spend
This
so
is your
much
partner.
time and yeah. And you can take proficiency if you don't already have it for this roll.
Ooh, for this roll. So that would be 15.
Yeah, you know Slippy pretty well. You're probably not the best necessarily at telling when people are lying. That you wouldn't necessarily say that's your strong suit.
Yeah.
Not because you don't try to see, or not because you, because you just don't try very often. Not because you can't, because you just don't try very often. But as far as you would guess, Slippy's telling the truth. They also seem honestly just like too stressed and injured to be like not have some sort of physical reaction to a lie. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
Like when somebody's already stressed and they have to like come up with something. Yeah. So you think they're telling the truth?
Okay.
I truly don't know what that was about. The only thing I could surmise is that I was presenting perhaps the greatest threat to them. And clearly this wasn't an extinction event as much as it was to send a message. And we just have to figure out who was it to send a message to.
And what the message was. It's really an inefficient form of messaging. Like, was the message get out, or I hope you die, or come meet me for tea on Saturday?
I think maybe a little of the first two, and probably not very much of the last one.
I hate
Fear.
I hate to interrupt. I think it might have been.
Sorry. You're here?
You said
What?
you did say I could come
Oh, yeah,
along.
yeah,
I'm very sorry.
Yeah,
I
no,
felt weird about it, but
I just forgot. I'm almost dead.
I didn't want to.
How
I didn't
tall
want
is
to-
Mavic again?
I'm
Yeah, because maybe it's like
5'5".
4 feet, right? Or 5'5".
I'm like 5'4". Yeah, I'm not tall. I mean,
Yeah.
So I'm just like, I'm
Okay.
really sorry. So I think the message was for patience. Because as soon as we walked out of her tent, we were surrounded by a bunch of fucking assholes. So
That's true. There weren't a whole lot of fucking assholes outside of our tent.
there were rats and bats and 2 zombies that turned into vampires or something like that. I mean,
It's quite
it
convincing.
was
Yes.
very
lady.
annoying.
Patience. That
I would
is-
very much like to interrupt this on my horse now.
Listen, I like.
Wait,
I do kind of
are
lean in.
you actually coming back, or are you riding away? What was your plan?
I wasn't gonna just fuck off. I'm just gonna
Okay.
let people know. Yeah.
Sure, you could. You could put your your horse outside of the tent and come in if you want to at this point.
I'll stand awkwardly at the outside, but pardon
Oh,
me, I didn't
patience.
want to.
Oh,
glad to
are
see
you
you
sure
well.
there's not a bevy of monsters behind you?
Well, if
You
there are, I'm
really
sure you can
died,
take care
I'm
of them,
going-
Slippy.
Is it a real horse or a werehorse?
You nearly died tonight. I'm going to ignore your squelching. However, I wanted to let you know.
What an accurate insult!
So true.
Sorry.
I need to make a report. I don't necessarily know exactly what it was. There's entirely a possibility that this is something that I did and am paying for. But this is also coming in on the heels of the death of my father, so there's a likelihood that it could be a play for overthrowing my mother. I need to go talk to her.
Do what you must. What you feel the need to. This attack may have been about you, but I am not sure it is because of you. Whatever our differences, do not feel called to blame. There is, when you are ready to hear it, when you come back, if you are ready to hear it, there is much I have to share.
I think Patience is going to take a step back because this is the most civil Slippy has ever been without being undertoned wretched. I do look forward to hearing anything that you have to say. I don't think there's enough information for any. I wouldn't blame anybody. I will be back. Yes, and
Honestly, though, I need to sleep. Again, nearly died. I saw the face of death, and it was terrifyingly familiar. Perhaps in the morning, depending on how long your journey takes.
okay, wonderful.
Thank you.
Before you leave, were we going to attempt to go on the journey as we were trying to discuss before everything happened? I believe that the other group was going to be leaving tomorrow. Will we wait and go on our own?
At this point,
I
Crackle
will
comes
wait
in.
for you. Okay.
Yeah, Ragnar said that we can probably follow them and they won't make a big fuss.
Wonderful.
I also... I know who will be guiding them to the pools, and we can go.
Oh,
I can
Great.
make sure we can go.
This is good to hear, but Patience, you must go and check, be with your family, but will you return? We shall I mean I cannot speak for everyone. We are new friends, but I will wait for you if you need to go.
Yes, everybody. Our tent is not as spacious as others. Everybody's welcome to stay here, or if we want to, sort of.
You are absolutely welcome to make use of the spaces that I have available as well. I will be back as quickly as I can. It shouldn't take me too long.
Okay. Perhaps I will wait for you then. Yeah, and then Slippy suggests that you guys head to Patience's tent.
Before Patience leaves, I go, do I have your consent to touch you?
You do? Yes?
I just put a hand on your shoulder and I go, you be safe and you have guidance.
Oh, thank you, darling.
Who knows?
Foot and stirrup, and off I go.
As you walk out of the tent, give me a perception check.
Everybody or just me?
Just you.
Okie dokie.
Oddwood, you can. No, Oddwood.
Yeah, baby.
Cruntle and Mavic though. Give me perception checks too.
Perception.
Oddwood, give me one at disadvantage, I guess. You're
What's math?
Still alive.
22. They do.
There are a lot of people with malevolence in their eyes looking at you.
I see.
There are a lot of whispers and side eyes, and maybe even a couple people that are bold enough to stare.
I got a 9.
Everybody looks pissed. Everybody looks fucking pissed.
I get it.
23.
23, yeah, Cruntle, you also notice. It's not just your group. It is specifically Patience. And you hear Leech and Bloodsucking Brat whispered as you make your way to Patience's tent.
There's a bit of a stage somewhere, yes?
Yeah.
I'm going to go stand atop it.
Oh boy.
I love it. Sorry.
You are entirely welcome to speak your mind, if you have something to say. She addresses the crowd.
Kind of hear crickets. And then at this point, Vlad comes up. He's like, are you okay? Is everything all right?
With me?
Yeah. Are you?
At the moment? I am quite all right, but it seems like the individuals here have words they would like to speak but are too cowardly to do so.
At this point, Celeste comes and is like picking up her little night gown, and she has like a lantern. Comes up and comes to you and gives you like one of these. And this is one of the few people that you would answer that to, right? The only person in the carnival and one of the few people like in your life. She whispers in your ear and says, "Do not embarrass yourself or your kind any further. Step down from this stage immediately or you will be pulled from it."
I've given you your opportunity. You are welcome to find me at any point of your leisure, and I will step down, and I will go to the horse, and I will leave.
You hear from the crowd as you get on your horse, "We'd rather never find you again."
Just goes.
I try to spot the person who did that so that I can pinpoint them to target them later.
Give me a perception check.
Twelve.
You can't tell. It was there's a few different crowds of people. Nobody. The voice wasn't distinct enough, and it wasn't you haven't heard like very often. So it's probably like a cook or maybe even one of the patrons, because there was still some patrons, right? It's around 1:30. Okay, Patience, you run off. You gallop away. You get to. Sorry, give me 1 second. Because we just established this today.
Mm-hmm.
You get to Chateau d'Eos. Before it's a long enough driveway or road up to the manor from the gate that the door is open for you. Madam, how may I help you at this late hour?
She offers him a kind smile. I just need to speak with Mother.
Your mother is currently not in the castle. In the chateau.
Is she nearby?
She has left for business. Lord Strahd came visiting earlier. She, after that meeting, had me pack her bags and ready her carriage, and said that she would be gone for 3 weeks, and there were instructions to postpone this moon cycle's masquerade.
Did she leave anything for me?
Yes, she left you a note in your father's study.
Thank you. Thank you. And I'll go after the study.
Okay. Again, the study is beautiful. Oxblood, Corinthian leather, candles in skulls with the top cut off, right? Big wood desk for a very slight man who is no longer with us, adorned with all kinds of trinkets from different domains of Barovia and beyond, and sitting atop in a very small a very small envelope that in a handwriting that you recognize, it just simply says Patience.
I'll take the letter and I'll look to the desk and then turn to go sit in the chaise near the fireplace.
Okay.
And I open the letter.
With through the warm light of the fire, you see a very simple and short note that says, Mon chéri, I have been called away on business. Lord Strahd requires me at Castle Ravenloft. I will be there for 1 moon cycle, perhaps longer. Don't go snooping in my office or in my parlor anymore. You won't find anything. Maman.
filled the letter up and I put it in my bag. And I think this is going to be the first time that Patience allows herself to break down.
Yeah, I think in the warmth, one of the few warm places for Patience in Chateau d'Eau, in Port de Lucine, in Damonlu, in all of Barovia, one of the few warm places for anybody in all of Barovia. Your father's office, a place where he taught you to do the tarot readings, a place where he taught you about political intrigue and about the ways to pull levers and strings and manipulate those in power and exert your own power in a way that they couldn't even understand, in a way to get these people who thought they were untouchable and unkillable and impenetrable and not just affect their world but rule it. But it's also the place you first experienced love, and not only did you get love and knowledge from here, but now you are reminded right now about how empty your life is of both of those. How much love you have lost in the last few years, and how little answers you seem to actually have, despite how much you thought you knew.
I think there will be perhaps stories of a banshee scream emanating from the hill, because it is a true and utter shattering of her heart. And she can do so because she is alone. And only because she is alone.
Yeah. And after you hear that, with the faint sound of a scream on the wind, Mavic.
Good hearing.
Yeah, Mavic's an apex predator. She's got good hearing. No, Allie peeks her head in the tent and says, Mavic, was it? Her,
yes, that's yeah.
Yeah, as she peeks in, you see the once again the symbol of Pelor on a chain sort of like falls out of her under padding for her armor. If I could just have a word with you, just really quick. It's just like a cleric to cleric thing. Just hoping to.
Yeah, of
Thanks.
course. You can come in, or do I need to go out there?
If you could come out here, that would be a little better for me.
Oh,
If that's okay. I don't mean to be rude. It's just like, I like chosen of your god thing. You get it, right?
ah,
He's looking at Oddwood. He's looking at Oddwood and Slippy at this point.
oh, you're accidentally rude. Okay, I'll come out. Sure.
Wow. Okay. It's a good start.
No, you say you didn't mean to be rude, but you were in fact fairly rude, so I had to assume that it's fine. Okay, I come out. What? Yes, how can I? So literal.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what god you serve or are called by. I don't know what your thing is. But I know that all of them want what's going on in Barovia to stop. And I don't know if you know what is going on in here. And I wanted to kind of give you an opportunity as a fellow cleric to know that, if you would like.
I mean, if you wish to share information, this is fine. I will also say I have no idea what God you do. This is very strange. What is his son? I know it's his son. Anyway, it's fine.
You don't know who Pelor is?
No.
Oh.
No, where do you think you are?
Yeah, I'm learning. Are you? So you're from here?
Oh, I'm not from here per se, but
you're from
I am
Barovia, and you've
Yes.
been contacted by an outer planar being?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
That is
It is the Far Wanderer, by the way. This is
Far Wanderer.
the symbol.
She pulls out a little scroll and like a piece of chalk, or not chalk, coal, and writes down something, and then looks like she takes a tiny little simple drawing of your symbol.
I'll hold it out for
If
you.
you
There you go.
If you don't mind, thank you. Yeah. Okay. Well, the reason that's so fascinating to me is we thought that was impossible. That I don't know if you know this, but Barovia is impossible to get into unless you are invited or brought in by a Visanti. 2, you can't get out. No form of contact, physical, anything. And my god and many others have been called to come to Barovia to free those who worship them in here because they were thought to not be able to contact. So this Far Wanderer of yours is... Anyways, but that leads me to the reason we're here. There is centuries of atrocity that have happened in this land. The vampires have killed not just scores, countless numbers of people of all kinds, but entire cultures and histories. Strahd von Zarevich and his father were known as murderous conquerors who conquered this land.
Mavic is being very blank about all this, but she's like, this is very interesting, these things you tell me. You should speak softer.
There was some sort of pact made with a devil or a fae or a demon. As is usual with these things, somebody didn't understand or read the fine print. And now all of these people, and not just these people, but their souls are trapped. I came here knowing this was a one-way ticket. And it was either succeed or my soul is trapped forever and separated from the God that I worship and the family that I'm fighting for. So if you follow us, know that is what we aim to accomplish, is to kill Strahd and to end the deal. To free the souls of the truly countless number of souls stuck here. And I know that you're asking me to speak quietly or quieter for fear of repercussions. But I know that this is a death sentence either way.
Can I do a perception check to see? Because we're outside at this point.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Yeah.
Like,
Patience is far enough away, and she like walked you a little bit into the woods.
okay.
Yeah.
It's not good, but we're in the woods. That is it's a 12 for perception.
I mean, you definitely don't see anybody close. She walked you
Okay.
like a good 15, 20 feet into the woods. And it's kind of loud still. It's quieting down, but there's definitely still people. Like a couple tents got knocked over,
Okay.
poles and stuff, right? So there's like minor construction, literally just enough to get people to have enough space to sleep in tonight.
How tall is this person? Because again, I'm
They're about
5'5",
height.
the totally normal height to be, but
It's a totally normal height. It's fine.
says the 6'1"
It's
person.
literally a goblin height.
David, I'm gonna fly to California, and I swear to God.
Lara's like, I'm playing a goblin. What's like a short height? What's something that'd be really tiny for a goblin? Like 5'5", maybe?
I googled average height for hobgoblin. Okay.
Hobgoblins
Anyway,
are supposed
no.
to be a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're close to eye height with you, maybe a little bit taller.
Okay. So I kind of glance around, and then I very like camaraderie, like put an arm around her shoulders, and I'm kind of like standing closer, just like very calm and like, I appreciate this information. There is no reason for this we can go farther if we are smart, yes? But I hear what you say.
Yes. Well. Yes.
I do like, I want to like, I'm like looking at her like, I hear you.
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to say something, but I also have a hobgoblin face. So it's like,
well, give me a persuasion with disadvantage,
yeah.
since you're nonverbal.
Yeah. Can't you see in my face? My red, leathery face? Fine Corinthian leather? Nah, she didn't get it because I rolled a 2.
Strahd is known not for ruling with an
I
iron
literally
fist.
reach around.
No.
My hand around her shoulder.
No. It just says no. It just
no,
at this point
listen.
she's pushing you back.
We
And
will.
she's like,
We will.
He came to us earlier tonight, and he is extremely charming. Just be careful. That's all I'm saying.
Oh,
Guard your companions.
this you do not have to worry about. I know.
Okay.
I know.
Okay.
I know who Strahd is. I look forward to knowing you better on our journey.
Okay. I will see you in the morning. Pay
Is
no
there
heed
anyone
to-
who... Far Wanderer, bless you as well. Is there anyone else that needs assistance? That you know of?
No, I think everybody's pretty much been healed. Yeah. I don't know. Well, actually, I don't know about Atticus, but he'll be fine. He's just kind of doing his own thing right now in the tent.
Well, I mean, hey, listen, people have to do what they do. Ali, I will
Yes.
tell you, I misjudged you the first time I met you. I look forward to knowing you better. You have a good night.
Stay safe. Okay. Oddwood. Sorry, Kruntel. We haven't. The last time we saw you were looting a dead body.
Mm-hmm.
Loot the body.
So as you emerge from the roots of that tree, actually, let me roll. Let's see if one of the twins stole anything worth it. No. You have like 12 more gold.
Nice.
And a couple more daggers if you want them.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. As you emerge from the roots, you see Allie walk away from. Allie and Mavic walk in disparate directions. Mavic walking back to the tent, and Allie walking towards Ragnar, who is single-handedly holding up a cart as people try to put the wheel back on.
Okay. Yeah, it would be really nice of me to help out with that. I'm gonna go ahead and go to the tent, and sit on the nicest bedroll that there is in the tent and count my money.
Sounds good. All right.
It's like so soft. So good.
Yeah, it's like a bootleg velvet. It's probably not real velvet. You don't think, because nobody has real velvet.
Right.
It's real velvet. And you just like don't think so. You can't.
Corinthian
you just, like, refuse to
velvet.
believe it.
Corinthian velvet. Stuffed with only the softest geese. Full geese, not goose down.
My tent
Full geese.
smells of many leather-bound books.
Fine, Corinthian leather.
Yeah. Okay. Anybody else want to do anything before bed?
Maybe
Patience,
checks
are you
on
gonna
Kruntel.
Pass out
She's
in
like,
your fit of sorrow.
She's gonna collect herself. She's gonna take her father's favorite book of poetry and go collect her money, and then she's going to leave, not bothering to leave a letter, just going home.
Okay, what is... Alright, we'll worry about money later. Okay. We'll say you obviously have like way more than enough that you think you'll need. But we'll talk offline about exactly how much you do. I'm not like a big stickler for encumbrance, but you don't got a bag of holding, you know what I mean? And the streets of Port Lucine are pretty dangerous at night. Even for a young, pretty damn fear like you.
She's pissed. They can try.
Yeah, they can. Okay. Patience. Mavic. Oddwood. Any nighttime whisperings?
If you want a bag of holding, I can actually make one.
Oh, that's right, huh? Artificers.
I think Oddwood is going to, like, Slippy's obviously, like, exhausted, stressed, things like that. So he's going to, like, lay with her for a bit, help her calm down, and help them calm down. Once they're, like, pretty clearly sleeping, he's going to leave them and go help out around the rest of the camp with the, like, repairs and things like that. And this is usual for him. He doesn't sleep, so it's not like weird for Slippy or whatnot that he would get up in the middle of the night. So he's gonna get up and go, like, help put up the tents and help sew up the holes and just generally try and be helpful.
Yeah. I think Vlad at one point is like, Oi, I am so glad to see you. Hey, guy, what a night, huh?
Yeah, it's not every night we get attacked.
No, it's not. I would not do this job every night. I'm very glad to see you, though. We're a little low on maybe people on watch, and I know you don't sleep very much. Do you mind maybe standing guard?
Oh, I'd be happy to. Are we expecting a second attack?
We weren't expecting the first one. So fuck me, right? Yeah, no, I don't know. So I'm just, man, I'm just fucking doing what I gotta do. Which is,
I get it.
please, thank you.
Yeah. I'm more than happy to, do a
I'll do
patrol. Do you want me to just sit at the entrance? Do we have other people?
I really don't want to die, Outwood. I almost died.
Hey. Oddwood, puts a hand on Vlad's shoulder. Being dead ain't so bad, you know?
That didn't make it better. And he just kind of walks away. All right. You stand guard with Vasily. And sometime later, you see Patience. Right up.
Hello! You're
muted.
Hello, my friend. It's good to see you.
Oh, it's so good to see you, too. I was worried you wouldn't be back before morning.
I wouldn't dream of it. I'm going to go rest for a while, if that's quite all right with you.
Certainly. I would be quiet going into your tent. I think Quentil is sleeping, and they have quite sensitive hearing.
Good to know.
It's about 3:30 now. Probably take about 2 hours between stopping and talking, having your thing, coming back. Bastion, let's roll a perception check for you.
Yeah.
Go ahead and
That is
because you're on watch. Everything seems fine to you. You get relieved a couple hours later.
I'll just go to a different part of the camp and keep watch there instead.
Yeah.
No, I think actually when I'm relieved, I go and I do kind of patrol a little bit outside of the carnival where it's a little bit quieter. So I can just have a little bit of time to kind of myself as much as Oddwood can get with carrying ink and whatnot, and just kind of think through everything that's happened as he kind of wanders, partly doing a patrol, partly just getting a little bit of time to think.
Yeah. So as you're wandering, Patience got back around 3:30 or so. You probably got relieved around 5:30, and the gray is starting to get a little lighter. The moon has set. I don't know what the fucking right term is. Don't come for me, all right?
Get in the comments.
Get in the comments.
But the weird fake light is brightening as it comes up over the ocean. See the silhouette of the city. What is on Oddwood's mind?
I have a lot. Slippy's been extra stressed, and there's something that they're not telling Oddwood, and he respects that. He respects that, even in a relationship, you need things that are your own, and that, what's theirs is not always his. But he's still a little bit hurt that there's something clearly impactful that hasn't been shared with him. There's a lot of racism from his carnival comrades that has come out. He knew that no one liked Patience, that wasn't a surprise, but the immediate vitriol and blaming of Patience is really getting to him. He doesn't know how he would go about a Patience PR campaign almost. but the other part of him is excited, like guiltily excited about leaving the carnival. He likes the carnival, he loves the carnival, he loves the people there, but even more than that, he loves to kind of explore and go out, and he's just kind of weighing this mixed excitement, guilt, confusion, sadness, and trying to figure out, like, what's next.
Oh, you think this is going to be a fun adventure, you idiot?
Well, yeah. Sometimes fun is stressful.
What the fuck are you talking about? You think that was stressful? Or you think that was fun?
Well, yeah, it was new.
I almost had to find another body tonight.
We didn't
All right.
really.
Anyways, that's
hit.
not why we're talking right now.
Look, I know you want to take down Mr. Strahd, and I'm on board with that. I think that's a decent plan.
Have to.
But we gotta come at it with a plan. We can't just go blindly charging into the strongest man in Barovia.
Yes.
And we need allies. Powerful ones.
I agree. Which is why I would say definitely follow the 3 adventurers.
I think we're aligned there. That's the plan. Watching Ragnar take down that tree was scary.
That was fucking crazy. I've seen a lot of shit. That was the craziest shit I've ever fucking seen. Yeah, my plan, as is with all the things, getting you to do a couple little tasks here or there, got things working, got irons in the fire, right, was for eventually for you to head to the Tser Pools when you were strong enough. But now you got some allies, and now there's people that are very clearly strong enough.
It's our
You
chance.
could head there with them. This is it. This is our opportunity. Strahd has taken notice of you. That is good and bad.
Yeah.
You and your friends must be very careful.
I think my friends are careful for the most part.
For both our sakes, I hope so. Yeah, and then I think you guys chat a little bit more, strategize, and the morning bell for breakfast calls you back to camp, and you probably think, maybe I should check on Slippy.
Yeah. Head back, peek my head into the tent.
Give me a perception check on your way back.
Okay. That is a 15.
Okay, you notice a small pool of blood and a trail towards the edge of camp. It looks like it was not from last night. It looks a little more undisturbed. Give me a investigate, because you got a 15. Give me an investigation at advantage.
Okay. That's the wrong roll. That's not investigate. That is investigate. That is an 18. And hold on. I am also going to go ahead and use knowledge from a past life to add an additional d6 to that. This feels important. So that is a 5. That brings it to a 23.
Love to hear it. Yeah, so you follow this pool of blood. So it pools in one spot. It looks like it's at the edge of a tent. Or at the edge of the clearing. Well, like at the edges of the tents. And it kind of goes around. And what you notice too, in this pool of blood, is it looks like that's because that's a crazy investigation, right? So it looks like you see footsteps, big impressions in the small amount of like grass and stuff that's like disturbed, some twigs broken. You see drag marks of blood away from those impressions, and then you follow the trail of blood, and it leads to the very center of camp, at the edge of all of the at the same stage actually that patients stood on. There is a tarp covering something, and the blood, like I said, it gets a little thinner and thinner, and it really was a pretty clutch investigation that you wouldn't. It took a bit of a leap, but you're very confident that where the trail ends, that's where it picks up again underneath that cloth. Do you pull it off?
I absolutely pull it off.
Underneath that cloth is Allie's mace with her head stuffed on top of it and the symbol of Pelor in her mouth. And Atticus' hands next to it. And that's where we're going to take our break.
The fuck?
So, Oglet, you see this totem of gore up for display in the center of camp. And what do you do?
Ink, I think we're going to have to
Oh,
reevaluate a couple things here.
Oh, fuck.
I'm going to
Oh, fuck.
pull the tarp back over.
I don't know
it.
if I can throw up.
You can make
What?
me throw up. I'm feeling it.
Oh, God. Yeah, throw the tarp back over. Throw it over.
Whew. We got. Who do we tell first?
Shit. Go check on Slippy.
Yeah. I'm gonna run to the tent.
Okay, roll a constitution check for me. Because as you open the tent, you see...
Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, sorry, that's right.
18.
Okay, you control your breathing, which is good, because as you open the tent, you see your companions peacefully sleeping. Slippy's body is just moving slowly in and out. Crumtle is sort of a little fetalish around a pretty big bag of gold.
Mm-hmm. It's my teddy bear.
Yeah. Patience looks... Roll an insight check when you see Patience.
Me roll an insight check against patience.
Can I deceive in
yeah.
my sleep?
Nope. Passive. You're asleep. Passive deception, which is still
It's okay.
pretty
That's a
good
4.
Oh, good.
for you. Patience looks as pretty as ever. But what you see when you see Mavic, you see like a little bit of sweat and a little bit of a twitch and a little bit of a every once in a while. But they're all fine. Your friends are fine.
Okay.
All right. We still got Slippy. We're good.
I didn't
Okay,
see
this could still work.
Ragnar's. Is Ragnar?
Oh, yeah. Look, I don't know if you know this. Vampires can sometimes trick people. Ragnar was kind of an idiot. He probably got, like, mind controlled. That's probably what happened. Yeah, Strahd's fucked up, dude. He didn't see, and this is how he does it. He didn't kill anybody. He didn't do anything. Ragnar killed people. That's what people are gonna find. They're probably gonna go to that tent, and they're gonna find a struggle in there, and they're gonna see whatever, and they're gonna be like, "Oh, the friend killed his friends and took their stuff."
Okay. We gotta get out of here. We gotta get out of here now.
Yeah.
I go and like, as gently as I can, like, shake people awake a little bit.
Right.
Hi, good morning. How is everyone doing?
Good morning, Oddwood.
It's time to go on an adventure.
Is it morning?
Well, it's as morning as you can get here. Listen, I don't want to scare anyone, but I just saw a, well, I would explain it as a totem of gore on the stage that, leads me to a couple of conclusions. One is that, we don't have to worry about whether or not our companions will let us follow them anymore. So that's a pro. Starting off with the good news.
Oh,
Bad news, I think we should leave immediately. Anyways, Allie and Atticus are dead. That's the other bad news. Very dead. Very, it looks very painfully dead.
all right.
Ragnar might be mind controlled, so we should... He knows where we're going. We should be, careful heading there in case he's there. I don't want it to be like a tree.
Well, kind of like Ragnar.
He was kind of sweet, wasn't he?
Maybe we can anti-mind control him.
I don't. But if they did they have contact? No, not Madame Celeste. What we should do, not to be indelicate. Slippy speaks up at this point after mumbling to herself a little bit. We should check their tent for any valuable information.
Yeah, we should check the
Cruntle's good at
valuable,
checking
yeah.
stuff for valuable info.
Before we leave, I had the discussion last evening with Ali. I advised her to be cautious. She was speaking opinions of the gentleman that visited your tent. Patience.
Oh,
Yeah.
That, though.
Well, what? He's not like an all-powerful god. It's just to be clear. All right, I think there's a lot of explaining that needs to be done, and it doesn't necessarily need to be done here. Let me find my contact, and I will. Oh fuck! That is. Okay. Yes. Let me go alone, and then I will return once I've assured them it's all kosher.
would
Well, I will go clean up the totem of gore so no one else has to experience it, while the rest of us can go check out their tents for any valuable information.
We definitely
Yeah,
should
yeah.
tell other people so it doesn't look like you killed them and Cruntle is robbing them.
yes,
That's
I
a
don't
good
recommend
call.
you touching it. Slippy, would you benefit from invisibility?
No.
right.
No need to expend your resources. It is, it is more of a, you get it, clandestine affair.
Well, in which case, have a bardic. Take a bardic inspiration.
Thank you.
And Mavic, she's not gonna say it out loud this time. This will be the running joke of the entire thing. Consent. She's like kind of pauses, and then puts a hand on her shoulder and goes, "Any help you can give, and you have." They have guidance.
Thank you. Thank you.
A guidance.
Okay, yeah. Slippy slips out of the tent for a few minutes. Kruntle, you gonna go do some looting?
Oh, hell yeah.
Rootin', tootin', and looting?
Should we all go or leave Kruntle to his specific talents?
Patience, roll a wisdom check. Bastion, roll an intelligence check because you thought about this earlier.
Okay.
Oh, that is a 14.
17.
Patience definitely shouldn't go. Patience should stay in her tent.
Patience.
Any Patience needs witnesses with her and away from a scene of a crime.
How about you and Mavic stay here for a moment while I go and tell Vlad what's it's that some gross stuff's happening, and just make sure that you have an alibi.
Thank you. All right.
I had something actually I'd like your help with if it could distract you for a moment.
What's that?
I have a feeling things are about to get really fast-paced and difficult. I've been meaning to ask you this for a little bit. I know you have some money, but more importantly, gemstones. I have money, I think. I don't have very many gemstones. Do you happen to have a gemstone of approximately 100 gold worth of value?
Yeah, perhaps, yes. Open up my bag and look for the bag of gems that I took from my father's desk.
That's pretty
yeah.
heavy. Do you want? I can fix you. I'm gonna take it or like grab your bag, and just like black tar kind of like coats it, and it suddenly like weighs nothing as it becomes an inky bag of holding.
Yeah, and the ink, if you don't mind, the ink sort of like seeps into this like crushed velvet bag, and it looks almost like a living marble, like sort of veins running through it.
I was going to be a little bit irritated, but this is beautiful.
But I can undo it if you.
No, honestly, it's better for it now. Thank you. So
you got a bag of holding, dude. Add it to your inventory.
woo!
Heads up, I may have to switch that out for like combat things at some point, but yeah.
I can't wait for you to do that one morning without telling her, and then just like 450 pounds of shit pours out of Patience's bag.
Something maybe like a sapphire.
Can I roll, or can I? I'm just gonna dump the bag of gems onto the.
Roll a history check with advantage. I feel like you've seen enough gems. You got a good eye.
Ooh, I like that. That's a 21.
Yeah, you got one that's, we'll call it 110
There you go.
value.
Thank you. I can pay you for it. It's you said 110 gold?
Oh, absolutely not.
Are you sure?
You've given me this beautiful bag.
Thanks. I was hoping that it would take longer to find, honestly, while I go and handle this, but I'm very grateful. Thank you.
It's quite all right. I'll occupy myself with something.
You can explain more things to me. I don't know anything.
Mavic, I am growing to care for you so deeply. I'd rather not.
Like, what is this alibi? Why must you have it? Anyway, before you guys go, she puts hands on Cruntle and Oddwood's shoulders and just says, "Good luck and guidance."
Oh, thanks.
I'm pulling a cam, guys.
And then, yeah, I head out, looking over my new gemstone before tucking it into a secure inside pocket.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, where are you going? Are you going to
I'm going
Vlad,
to
or you-
Vlad to tell him that there is a totem of gore that I am happy to clean up, but want him to know that it exists.
Vlad is. You find Vlad passed out in his tent with a wine bottle in his hand.
Still no pants.
No pants. Same shirt. It's a lot dirtier now.
I
The top hat is on his nightstand.
gently kind of nudge him. Good morning, Mr. Vlad.
I'll fucking kill you!
Oh,
What? What are you doing in my tent, Oddwood?
well, normally I know I'm not allowed to be in here anymore, and I respect and appreciate that.
He pukes. Fully pukes. Oh, sorry. What were you saying?
Oh, there's
Yeah, what the fuck are you doing here?
Oh, yeah,
I don't
I'm
have
getting to
pants
that.
on.
Do you have more to say? I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you.
You go. Whatever. Okay, go on.
Okay. Well, there is a totem of gore on the stage. It seems
Ew.
that somebody snuck into camp last night and murdered Allie
what the
and
fuck?
Atticus and put them on display to send a message.
And Atticus?
Well, a couple of people that were here yesterday, they did an excellent job defending the camp from the giant tree monster. They were partnered with Ragnar.
The big man?
Yeah.
Oh no. Yeah, no, Ragnar. Well, where's Ragnar? Wasn't he with them?
Ragnar's missing as far as I know. We were about to go check on his tent, but I wanted to let you know
Alright, who knows?
what was
Wait,
going
who knows?
first.
Who knows about this?
The people that were in Slippy's tent, so that is Patient, Cruntle, Lara, Slippy, Mavic, Slippy. Sorry,
Who the fuck is
Lara and Mavic are very similar words in my native language.
Oh, okay. I get it.
The nosebleed.
And now you.
Okay. I would be. Okay, take me to it.
Okay, it's very gross. I want you to know that right now.
I've seen a lot in my life.
So have I.
All right, I've been around.
Okay.
Does he put on
Okay,
pants?
Just
I guess you've already vomited, so there's not much more you could vomit up. So let's go.
exactly. Just show me where we're going. Let's show me what we're doing.
Take him to the totem of gore.
He doesn't put pants on.
Why would he?
Okay. Do you take the tarp off or whatever?
I take him and give him one last warning before I lift up the tarp.
Yeah. Come on.
Okay.
With a 2 on the die, he absolutely pukes again. Oh my god! Oh! Go put it back!
Okay.
Oh Jesus! Oh fucking Strahd, help me! Oh! It's in my eyes. I close my eyes and I see it. Oh! Hey, look. I'll owe you a big one. Can you clean this up? I'm gonna go distract everyone so nobody comes over here.
All right.
Okay.
I'm on it, boss.
You can keep anything you find. And he walks off to where they're serving breakfast, and you hear from a distance, "Hey, you motherfuckers!" And then trails off.
All right. I'm gonna take the symbol of
get-
Palor and
Yep.
maybe like one of Atticus's rings, just like symbolic. I'm not looking for like
Yep.
this is valuable. I want to sell it. Just like a memory of them.
Okay. He has 2 rings. If you want to take them.
Yeah, sure.
And yeah, there's the symbol of Palor, and then there's the mace that looks pretty fancy. It looks pretty legit.
I don't use a mace, but I know a
It's
hobgoblin
like a nice
who
piece
might.
of weaponry.
Yep. I will grab the mace and get to work cleaning.
Perfect. Kruntel.
Yeah.
Let's roll a stealth check with advantage, because people are eating breakfast. These travelers brought their own tent, so they were just kind of at the edge of camp, kind of on their own, waiting for their guide. So you're out of the way. Give me a stealth with advantage.
All right, 18.
Yeah, you get there. You don't think anybody saw you. Now. Yeah, actually, let's do a luck check. Let's do that. Let's see what was there. Ooh. Okay, roll an investigation.
All right. Investigation is 21.
It's pretty good. I'll say it's early in the morning. There's nobody going to come to this tent. You can take your time. Roll it with advantage. That makes sense to me. Not that 21 is bad. It's just let's see.
Still
let's see if we can
21.
do a little better. Okay. Is that with the guidance? Because you got guidance before you left,
I forgot
right?
the guidance.
I think no bardic though, right?
No.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
You gave
25.
that to Slippy, I think. Perfect.
Roll the 4 on the die.
Love to hear that. Yeah, you look in what you think are your usual places as a thief, right? So you slit
Right.
open the pillows. You're looking in there.
Yeah, so like I'm in there. I'm looking one way. My shadow's looking the other way. You know, I'm looking for maps, money, correspondence, gold, mementos, money.
Yeah, so
No.
you don't find much gold. It looks like whatever the money purse was taken. You find a few scattered pieces. You got we'll call it. Oh, well, we'll call it 10 pieces, I guess. 10 pieces of scattered. I guess they were very loose with their money. Roll a fucking. I grabbed the closest non-20 die, a D10, and it rolled a 10. Yeah, you find 10 pieces of gold. There wasn't really much in here. It looks like there's a map, but like a very bad map of Barovia. Or not bad. What's the word I'm looking for? Like amateur. It's not like a cartographer and it was like machined or like very precise. It looks like people that have through word of mouth as opposed to through like instruments. So that's pretty useful for you. I would take that. Let's put that in your inventory. The next thing you find, excuse me, is a bag of spell components, which includes some gems. That's pretty valuable. And then in the tent, you don't really find anything else. There's like some personal mementos, but nothing that like seems like it would mean very much to you. Until you're about to leave. And you notice the weird gray light is a little less weird in one spot. And there's a nearly invisible slit in the side of the tent pocket, and when you stick your hand in it, it's a lot bigger than it should be.
Ooh.
Almost like the bag Oddwood made for Mavic. And when you pull stuff out of there, you pull quite a bit of stuff. So you get a stack of correspondence, one of the things you were looking for. It looks like a bunch of letters. You find a small portrait in a what is it called? Not a locket, but it's like the small pocket size. You know what I'm talking about?
Right. Yeah.
Like portrait.
A wallet
yeah.
picture?
Of a beautiful dragonborn. And then the last thing you find is a more hyper-specific map with what looks like the Tser Pools. What looks like pools. You don't know which pool. Like a big lake. And a location to the west of it that is circled and X'd. And there's something in a language you don't understand written underneath it.
Do you know what
There are
language?
moon letters on it. Okay. All right. Yeah.
That's a good question. I don't roll a history check.
History check. Okay.
Yeah.
Nine.
Yeah, it looks like some fucking magic language. It's not something you see a lot, but you think you've seen it with like magic people or something. Okay. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Gather up all that correspondence, all that maps. Feeling very good about what I've done here. Can I take the bag of holding too?
Okay. No, it looks like it's part of the tent, actually.
Can I take the tent?
It looks like it's like a slit into the tent. Yeah, I mean, I guess if you want to take the time to do that, yeah, sure.
I mean, we'll need tents.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, roll this. Fuck. All right, I'm gonna roll a luck check first.
Okay.
What is that?
Can
We're
we
gonna
cut
take that fucking tent.
the bag of holding out of the
Now.
Can we take
now,
one panel of the tent?
Yeah. Roll an intelligence check.
Oh boy. You never want to hear that.
You got this. You got it
Big
so good.
brain. Big brain moves.
You got it okay.
All right. So 19.
Oh, you got it so good.
A 19?
19, yeah.
Perfect. You can fold this tent into the pocket.
Nice.
So you do it pretty quickly. It folds into the almost like one of those like ponchos that backpackers take, right? That like fold into the like pocket, and you figure it out pretty quickly. You get that, and they had a couple torches and stuff too. You think might be useful.
Nice.
my
Yeah,
infusion
and
slot
you just
back
leave there
sooner than
fucking-
expected.
Yeah, you leave their mat down there, and you head back with your. It's probably the size of like a tote bag.
Oh yeah. So like I'm coming back. I'm whistling. I'm just
So yeah, dude.
fearful with that.
I'll create a magical device or a magical. I didn't think you were gonna take it. I really was a little shocked, honestly.
That
you
was
took
your
a bunch
first
of dead
mistake.
People's magic tent.
Silly.
I'm not
Silly
gonna
of you.
lie. I know. I'm embarrassed for myself.
David,
Rookie.
wouldn't you have taken the magic tent?
I wouldn't have, honestly. I'm a little. I feel like I know Sarah a little better now. Sorry.
That's true.
So you take the tent.
deeper,
Yeah,
the more
I'll
campaigns
make
we
the
do.
item and I'll put it. I'll put it in your inventory.
Okay.
Yeah, you head back to the tent with Patience, and we'll say that you guys all get back at the same time.
So it's
So
100
we-
brushes to help a curl form in your hair.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it looks like
Oh,
everybody
welcome
made
back.
well. That
Oh, you wouldn't believe what I got. I got a whole tent.
Wonderful.
I don't think
Yes,
this is a tent that will fit everybody. It's a small piece of. Is it a tent for a mouse?
No, look, it comes out.
It looks like a small cloth. Yeah. It literally looks like a small like cloth bag, size of like a tote bag.
She's pulling it out. I'm like,
All right. Let's not
Yes,
fully...
Slippy, how did you make out?
Yes, I have made contact. Esmeralda is eager to leave as well. She went to our friend's tent this morning, saw that it was empty, saw some blood, assumed the worst. And honestly, I'm lucky I caught her before she left because she was afraid they might have tortured her name out of her. But if we can leave, and it seems like we don't even have to pack our tent up pretty immediately, we can go. If you're ready.
All right.
I packed up last night.
Okay. Patience, are you going to tell Celeste anything before you leave, or just... Yeah.
I need a clarification on who Celeste is.
Did I change the name? I did, huh? I knew I fucking changed it. Sorry.
You mean Lucian, the producer?
Lucian. Sorry.
I just say Lucian
Lucian.
at the same intonation so we can dub it over the other times you said Celeste.
Lucian. Lucian. There. You got it like 5 different ways, Laura. You got it. You got this. I believe you.
Got this,
I'm
Laura.
just kidding. Everybody, I fucked up. I was calling her a totally different wrong name. Every time I've said Celeste, I meant Lucian. Lucian. Are you going to say anything to Lucian before you leave or no?
No.
Ooh, spicy. I love it. Okay. Yeah. Nobody tries to stop you. You get your horses and you get gone. And Esmeralda is like a 5'10", very tall for a woman, dark skin, dark hair, green eyes.
Definitely taller than like 5'6".
I feel like I'm being bullied.
That's only because everybody's looking down on you because you're 5'5".
You're only
Continue.
feeling bullied because you're
Yes,
being
tall.
bullied, okay? You don't have to make a big deal out of it.
Tall, dark skin, raven black hair. She's wearing a loose linen shirt with like a brown leathers, looks like a minimalist corset, like leathers. It looks as much fashionable as functional. So it looks like it's like I was gonna say gilded. What's the word I'm looking for?
Embroidered?
Not embroidered. Oh my gosh. toughened, what's called toughened leather, hardened leather that is very beautiful. Corset over this, like I said, loose linen shirt. It's just got this kind of like Jerry Seinfeld pirate episode look going on. High boots. That's a throwback, kids. And she doesn't really say much. She just gives you all like a curt nod. Turns to Slippy and says, "Are we ready to leave?" And Slippy says, "Lead the way." And Patience, give me an idea of what you're thinking as you, for the first time, without cover, without comfort, without wagon, leave your home truly and well on your own.
I think Patience has been feeling untethered for quite a while, well beyond her father's passing. I don't know that she has many thoughts about her emotional state. She's really only thinking of Evie. And seeing things in a way that hadn't been accessible to her before.
Yeah, and I think oftentimes in life, or in art, I should say, people exaggerate and act like the opening of perspective happens in a moment or happens at a singular time, but often like a sunrise or a rotation around this earth, right, or around the sun, perspective changes slowly, and it is only at certain marks where we see it most dramatically. And it is with that thought, as the gray light comes over the tree line, you are brought back to your surroundings by the loud sound of a crow sitting on a branch, watching you as you pass by. Cruntle, what?
Boy.
You made about 1/3 of a friend so far in Barovia, and now they probably murdered their friends. What's on your mind? Do you feel closer to your shadow? Do you feel closer to any answers? What's going on with Cruntle?
Cruntle is at this point obsessed and is probably sitting in his saddle, like just pouring through the correspondence and letters that he found, trying to make sense of anything, because right now nothing seems to make any sense. So he's looking
I love that. I love that. Yeah, we'll say you're writing. You're small enough, if you're okay with it. We'll say you're writing on Bastion's or on Oddwood's horse.
Yeah,
because he was the one that was honestly just like wouldn't say anything to you about it.
Yeah, just hop up behind him.
Yeah. So you have your hands are free to read. And what you find is these are Atticus's letters. Atticus, it looks like, was a pretty intelligent, high-level wizard, right? He was a very, very studied man, and a wizard, not like a. You probably don't necessarily care about the difference, but you know it. But you know that this is the nerdy type of magic guy. And these are all correspondence to different libraries, scholars, mages, monasteries, priesthoods, like every sort of place that he thought might have any answers about Barovia. He even found, very interestingly, you can piece together. I'll say it'll take most of your trip to the pools to put together the full story. It looks like this is years of research. pulled together, because it's not just correspondence. Some of these are what looks like transcribed. Like some of them are requests for if they have any books or maps or anything like that. And then it looks like, okay, I'll be there in however many months. And then attached to some of those letters, like, because they're very organized as well, right? This is a big stack of papers. There are, it looks like transcribed, like he sat in a library next to a book and transcribed word for word and image for image, some of this as much as he could find. And what you're seeing immediately is you're starting to put together in a chronological order of like what you can, the beginning of Barovia. You see that it was Strahd's father, actually, who was the conqueror. And that is many of his accomplishments have been now attributed over time to his son. And that his son was just a general for him for a very long time. And it seems like Barovia was their last known conquest, and then that it became something of a magical anomaly. And like you keep seeing that word pop up, anomaly. And again, some of these letters are in languages you don't know, so you can't piece like a lot together. But what you like get the broad picture of immediately is that Strahd's father probably played a larger role in the conquest, and then that Barovia just disappeared off the map of the world. Like it ceased to exist. And that what was once thousands of miles or kilometers or feet or distance or however many ways you want to put it together was suddenly next to each other, and Barovia was not there.
Oh wow, like it sealed itself up around the wound.
Yep. And that it was studied for years and years, but that this happened over 2,000 years ago.
That's a long time.
And I think when you say that, that's a long time. Onwood. What is you maybe turn and say, what's a long time?
What's a long time?
Well, it looks like Barovia was founded thousands of years ago by Strahd's father.
Conquered. Barovia was a land. It was think like I don't know. Think John Smith in fucking Pocahontas, right? And Strahd's dad was John Smith. Came, took over Barovia. Some shit happened, and then it just disappeared.
Just like Pocahontas.
It was even a musical number.
Can you paint with all the colors of your blood?
Well, of course it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, but Strahd's been there this whole time.
I guess vampires don't age, right?
I guess not. Don't really know much about
in this
vampires.
hellhole.
What was that?
Nobody ages in this hellhole.
I think most people do. I think we're the exception here, Ink.
That body in front of you or behind you will age and die and turn to dust. But the soul that inhabits it will rise again in another, and it will not age.
Who are you talking to?
Oh, I'm talking to Ink.
You need to talk to your friend Slippy. There's a lot they can tell you, I think. I know a lot, but a lot is behind locked doors or almost like the mist. I can't reach it.
Yeah, I'll try to talk to them, but I feel like they'll come to me in their own time when they're ready. This is hard for them, too.
All right.
But I understand that time is also of the essence.
Yeah. Well, it is and it isn't, kid. Because it's like I said, you're a good egg, Oddwood. But I'm going to be real with you. If you died right now, I would just find another body. And I would go on with my mission.
Yep.
So time is of the essence to you, sure. But I got forever with this fuckhead. And I'm going to fucking get him.
I think you're a good egg too sometimes, Ink. Your methods, I don't always agree with them, but you're right. Strahd's bad news. Bad news for a lot of people.
Yeah.
It's the right thing to take him down.
I also gotta tell you something.
Oh.
There's someone else traveling with us that you need to have a conversation with.
Who was that?
I never felt the need to talk to you about this, because you were kind of just a meat sack that I inhabited as a means to an end. But as you're the closest I've gotten to Strahd in a while, maybe I owe you something. I saw the way you died.
Oh.
And it wasn't pretty, man.
Well, I can tell.
And it was Mavic who did it to you.
Mavic?
You say that out loud?
No, I think he wants time to process it before he talks to Mavic.
No, but did you say, well, because usually you have a conversation with him out loud.
Usually I'm speaking
So
out
did you
loud.
say
I think
Mavic in that questioning way.
I think he said, yeah, he says it out loud. Mavic?
Mavic, you hear your name.
Yeah?
Tell me more about the Far Wanderer. I've never really been religious. I've got this symbol of Palor now.
Well, the Far Wanderer, he is a god of few words, which is sometimes good, sometimes bad. But he, you can see him in the starlight.
Mavic? Or Oddwood, do you want to try to hide what you just learned from Mavic?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, I'll give you the chance to roll a deception check.
Yeah, he's like okay with her knowing, but also wouldn't mind a little bit. He got a 9 on that deception.
Yeah, maybe we're just gonna go with passive. Well, so then what is Oddwood feeling, though? Is it just confused?
Yeah,
Is
I think
there...
as you like turn to speak to Oddwood, you see like a sharpness in his eyes that is not usually there when he's talking to other people, and you feel not like he's being jovial and talking to a friend, but like you're being studied, like you're being read as though you're a book, not a person in that moment.
Yeah, and I think Mavic, as you see each other, the light catches Oddwood's good eye and his blank hole in a way that reminds you of a particular night. And as you talk sort of second-handedly about the Far Wanderer, what is going through Mavic's mind?
I would like to do a self-imposed roll of either Constitution or Wisdom, whatever you think is best.
Ooh, shit. Well. So what is the? Are you talking about composure, just to keep your shit together?
Or like that feeling of
let's roll both. Roll a Constitution and roll Constitution saving throw and a Constitution and a Wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Okay, not bad actually. So, well, definitely Wisdom is good. That's a 19 for the Wisdom saving throw, and for the con, not as good. It's 15.
Yeah. Okay, we'll go with 17. It's the average there.
Okay.
Yeah, you're fine. You're holding it together. You see something weird behind him, but you think it might just be ink. You see like a ripple in his eye.
Yeah.
And
I also think
across his neck, you see a little bit of a.
Yeah, I also think that Mavic is used to being studied.
Yeah.
She knows who she is. She knows that she's an oddity. Like she is a freak in this world that she travels in. But I do think that this is a new look coming from him, and I think that does put her a little bit on edge, so she goes into this.
You got a 19 with Wisdom?
For the Wisdom saving, yeah.
You don't know, but you think you know what the look is. You have a strong suspicion that he's looking at you like the predator.
Yeah, I think she's talking about the Far Wanderer, but in a way of like it's a poem. Like she's she's on autopilot.
Exactly.
And,
so as you are on autopilot, what's going on in there?
She's already been feeling extremely uncomfortable because she's never traveled with a group of anybody.
Yeah.
She's been a solitary traveler. She's as much like her deity. She is solitary and she wanders, and she right now she is struggling with feeling like the worst version of herself, and also knowing that she doesn't understand these people. She's a hobgoblin. She doesn't understand what an alibi is. She doesn't understand what everybody's talking about. And so she feels stupid. She feels stupid and bestial, which starts to kind of freak her out with her. And then having that moment of be like, I am a beast. I am a monster. I am. So she's so she's still talking, but she's very much like, yes, the Far Wanderer is very, yeah. So, but she's now in a cycle of just shit.
And Oddwood, as you're hearing what Mavic is saying, but not listening, because you're studying, the researcher, Oddwood, is here now. Not the happy-go-lucky, jovial, benefit of the doubt to everybody, Carney, but the research assistant who rose very prominently, very quickly in Barovia's greatest academic institution, is here. And you see the pupils dilate. You see some hackles rise a little bit. And you see the possibility of what Ink talked about. And Mavic, as this beast inside you begins to rise, roll a perception check with advantage.
Okay. That is a nat 20.
Nice.
So 23, but nat 20.
It's something you haven't smelled in a long time. And it's the smell of dried blood and heavy breath and rotting meat stuck between teeth and wet fur. And it's getting closer.
There is something
And as
coming.
You look ahead, and as Mavic says that, because you have the alert feat, you will not be surprised next time.
Also, a whip of warning, which is just
Two
me.
dire wolves emerge to meet you on the road. That, my friends, is where we will leave off. Please like, subscribe, follow us on not Facebook. What the fuck?
That's
Facebook.
for old people.
Instagram.
Follow us on
There's
MySpace.
a link in the Discord.
Wait, no, what's that new
Like
MySpace thing?
girl.
What's that new Facebook?
Oh,
Threads.
Threads.
Threads. Follow us on Threads, guys.
All the things, please. We want to interact with you.
Yes, please.
I can't just troll Republican senators all day on Twitter.
Join our
That's on
Discord.
LiveJournal.
Yeah, join our Discord.
Link down below.
We love chatting. Link down below. Also, personal stuff for Courtney and Bastion and Comfort Dragon, Laura will all be in the details. See show notes for details. Thank you for joining us. I hope I spooked you a little bit.
I felt spooked.
Please use Totem of Gore. I feel like it's a good turn of phrase.
That's like
band
a
name.
barbarian subclass.
Hi.
I'm gonna make a Totem of Gore subclass so
that
we can
is-
link in the description.
Oh.
100%.
That's
Look for
so
Bastion's Totem of
good.
War Barbarian class.
Totem of
Hell
Gore
yeah.
coming towards you.